Hello, welcome to Summer Talk 020. Today I want to introduce one guy. His name is Chris Sacca, S-A-C-C-A, Sacca. He was born in 1975, 42 years old right now, one of the best venture investor in Silicon Valley, very young, and he has been successfully invested in Twitter, Uber, Instagram, and Kickstarter by the age of very young, 40. So I want to talk about two things about him today that he said it helped in his life become successful. In life, we always face lots of challenging every day, and we have to learn how to overcome the challenging by offensive, by attacking the challenging instead of defensive. So I want to give an example. In Silicon Valley, which where he used to live, but investing the startup company, he has to see so many different people. He has to borrow so much money to see people to borrow money. So he called that defensive because he had to go to see people to ask for the money to invest in different companies and to see different customers, to see different entrepreneurs. So after a while, he quit Silicon Valley. He moved out of Silicon Valley into somewhere near the Lake Tahoe, where the countryside next to a ski place. So every weekend, he will invite his friends to come to his house because people love to come. It's near a ski place and a free place to live. So people come to him to visit his house, to have fun weekend, to talk about business, to have a ski trip. So instead he goes to people like before, then right now people come to him to talk about business because he has such a great place next to a famous Tahoe lake. So that's what he called, instead of defensive, you are offensive, the challenges. So in life, when someone gives you a mission, a project, a work to do, you tried any way to finish up the project. Of course, that's great. That's great that you have done a great job for this mission, for this work. But this initiative, it's in other people's hand because they give you a mission, they give you a job. So the initiative is in other people's hand. So in his way, he wants the initiative in his own hand. So let's call it offensive. That's the first thing. It's about when you face the challenging, to be offensive instead of defensive. Then second thing he talked about is sweet and sour summer. Sweet and sour summer. One good thing in his life is when he was very young, early in his childhood, probably 12 years old, he already started to work every summer. That's one lesson that he thinks is so useful in his life that his parents taught him. It's go out to work to get some internship during your childhood. So he started to do that when he was 12 years old. So every summer, his parents will do something sweet, called sweet summer, maybe different things, and also sour summer. The sweet summer, which is, for example, one year, he followed his godfather's son, which he called brother, to Washington, D.C., to see some top House representative or senator to work inside of White House to sell their idea, to see how they sell their idea, and to see how they get some fundraising by speak to people. That's what he called a sweet summer. He learned so much during that summer to see those people selling their ideas to get fundraising by how good they are a storyteller. So he learned so much from that summer, that neat experience. Not many people can have that kind of experience. Then the sour summer, which is his father also has a friend who does a construction company, who has a construction company. So every year he will spend a couple of weeks or few weeks working for his father's friend's construction company, doing some labor work. So in some way, he said his father is trying to tell him the contrast between sweet and sour. If you don't work hard, if you don't have study good or have good life, you will end up doing construction work with your labor work. So that's what his father was trying to tell him. So he said during the summer intern, he has learned three things. First things, every summer the intern has opened his mind and opened his eyes up to see different things. That's first. The second benefit, he said, is that build up his very strong confidence. Build up very strong confidence to work for someone when you're young or learn something when you're young. And the third thing, which is by concluding a key point through meeting, through conversation, he learned have great ability of storytelling. It's essential to have in order to succeed. So in order to succeed, you need to have a great storytelling abilities. That's three things he have learned during the internship. So I want to add one more thing about him, which is very interesting, is like we all know, Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, they all have their signature outfit, how they look. Like Steve Jobs always have turtleneck black shirt with the jeans. Then Mark Zuckerberg always have a gray V t-shirt with the jeans. But for Chris Sacca, he also have his own signature style, because he believe to have a signature style is the cheapest thing. It doesn't cost you too much and it doesn't harm other people to sell yourself in signature. The people can recognize you right away because the way you dress. So one time he was in the airport, bought this cowboy shirt, then go on stage to speech. Then the feedback was very, very good about the style he wears the cowboy shirt. So he went back to the airport, the same store. He bought a half of all the same style of shirt in the whole store. So that became his signature outfit. It's a cowboy style shirt. So today we have been talked about Chris Sacca. His youngest famous successful investor in Silicon Valley, and he believed in life you have to be offensive to the challenging instead of defensive. And also he believes during the young childhood, the sweet and sour summer has changed his lifestyle a lot and helped him growing up maturely quickly. And also last tips thing, it's about the outfit style. Sometimes helps people to recognize you quickly, and it's an easy way to sell yourself. So thank you for the Summer Talk 020. See you. Bye bye.